Welcome back to Deep Learning from Scratch. In part 3, we step into the engine room of training. How do we measure a network's mistake? And how do we find the best weights in a landscape with millions of dimensions? Today we meet loss functions, gradient descent, and the optimizers that power every modern model. A loss function is a single number that says, this is how wrong you are. For regression, means squared error squares every mistake, punishing big errors much more than small ones. For classification, cross-entropy compares predicted probabilities with a true label, exploding toward infinity when the model is confidently wrong. Pick the right loss, and learning becomes possible. Pick the wrong one, and the network never converges. Imagine the loss as a curved valley in 3 dimensions. Every point is a setting of the weights, and the height is how badly the network performs. The gradient is an arrow pointing uphill, the steepest way to climb. So we step in the opposite direction, downhill again and again and again, letting gravity guide us toward the lowest point. But how big should each step be? That is the learning rate, the most important hyperparameter in deep learning. Too small, and training crawls forever. Too large, and the ball bounces wildly across the valley, or worse, flies off entirely. Tune it well, and the descent is swift and stable. Playing gradient descent is just the beginning. Momentum gives the ball memory, letting velocity build up across steps and powering through small bumps. Atom goes further, giving every weight its own adaptive learning rate. Fast where the slope is shallow, careful where it is steep. Watch them race across this challenging surface. Atom is why modern networks train in hours, not weeks. That is the optimization toolkit. A loss function to measure error. Gradient descent to follow it downhill. A learning rate to control your stride. And smart optimizers to navigate complex terrain. In part, before we put it all together and train a real network on real data. If this helped, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.